5 things you should never do for others. Have you ever found yourself doing things for others that leave you feeling drained, unappreciated, or even lost? We all want to be kind, helpful, and supportive, but sometimes, in the process, we cross a dangerous line. We start sacrificing ourselves for the sake of others. And that's where things go wrong. Today, I'll share 5 things you should never do for others, no matter how much you care about them. Stick around till the end, because the last one is something most people struggle with, and it could completely change the way you live your life. Let's get started. Number 1, change yourself to please others. One of the worst things you can do for someone else is change who you are just to fit into their expectations. The moment you start pretending to be someone you're not, you begin to lose your true self. Whether it's modifying your personality, your opinions, your values, or even your appearance to gain approval, it never leads to real happiness. People who truly value you will accept and appreciate you for who you are. But the moment you start altering yourself to keep someone in your life, you enter a cycle where you're constantly trying to meet unrealistic expectations. The problem? These expectations will keep changing, and no matter how much you adjust, it will never be enough. This is how people end up feeling empty, disconnected, and even resentful. Instead of bending over backward to fit into someone else's mold, stay true to yourself. The right people will love and respect you for being you, not for being what they want you to be. Number 2, sacrifice your dreams for someone else. Life is too short to spend it chasing someone else's version of happiness. Your dreams, passions, and ambitions are yours for a reason. They are a part of your identity. But too often, people give up on what they love because they fear disappointing someone, whether it's family, friends, or even a partner. If you're constantly putting your dreams on hold to accommodate others, ask yourself, what happens when time runs out? Will those same people regret that you didn't pursue your goals? Most likely, they won't even think about it, but you will. You'll be the one left wondering what if? Of course, relationships require compromise. But there's a difference between supporting someone and completely abandoning your own aspirations to make them happy. Anyone who truly cares about you will encourage you to chase your dreams, not ask you to sacrifice them. Never shrink your ambitions to make others comfortable. Because at the end of the day, it's your life, and you're the one who has to live with the choices you make. Number 3, tolerate disrespect. Respect is one of the most fundamental aspects of any relationship, whether it's with family, friends, colleagues, or a romantic partner. The way people treat you sets the tone for how they see you. If you allow someone to speak to you poorly, disregard your feelings, or take advantage of your kindness, they will continue doing it. Many people make the mistake of thinking that tolerating disrespect is a sign of strength, patience, or love. But in reality, it's the opposite. The more you allow it, the more it eats away at your self-worth. The truth is, people will only treat you how you allow them to. If someone constantly belittles you, ignores your boundaries, or makes you feel unimportant, you have every right to walk away. Standing up for yourself doesn't make you rude or unkind, it makes you someone who values and respects themselves. And when you respect yourself, the world starts to do the same. Number 4, give all your energy to people who don't appreciate you. There is a difference between being kind and being used. Unfortunately, not everyone will value your efforts. Some people will take as much as you give without ever giving anything in return. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that if you just try harder, be more available, or do more for someone, they will finally see your worth. But relationships, whether friendships, family, or romantic, should be a two-way street. If you are constantly giving your time, love, and support to someone who only takes, then you need to stop and ask yourself, is this person really here for me, or just for what I can do for them? Your time and energy are valuable. Instead of pouring yourself into relationships that leave you drained and exhausted, invest in people who truly care. Surround yourself with those who appreciate you, reciprocate your kindness, and bring positivity into your life. And most importantly, never be afraid to walk away from people who don't value you. Because the more time you spend on them, the less time you have for the ones who actually deserve you. Number 5, live according to someone else's expectations. This is perhaps one of the biggest mistakes people make in life, living for others instead of themselves. From the time we are young, we are told what we should do, who we should be, and what will make us successful in the eyes of society, family, or culture. But here's the hard truth: no matter what you do, people will always have an opinion. If you try to please your parents, society will say you're not ambitious enough. If you chase success, some will say you've lost touch with your roots. If you choose an unconventional path, others will say you've made a mistake. The point is, you can never make everyone happy. So why not focus on making yourself happy? You are the only one who has to live with the choices you make. If you constantly live for someone else's approval, you will wake up one day and realize that you've built a life that doesn't even feel like your own. You are in control of your own destiny. The sooner you stop worrying about what others expect and start focusing on what truly matters to you, the freer and happier you will be. At the end of the day, the most important relationship you have is with yourself. If you keep sacrificing your happiness, dreams, and self-respect for others, you'll lose the most important person in your life, you. So take a stand. Set boundaries. Prioritize your well-being. Because the moment you stop doing these 5 things, your life will change for the better. Fire, which of these 5 things do you struggle with the most? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if this video helped you, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more powerful life lessons. See you in the next one.